Alright, hello. Gonna be playing FF today, FF14, because of the new 7.3 drop. Gonna be a lot more fun later on when I get to join a giant alliance raid with friends. Just playing for the first time, right? The new alliance raid and everything. But for now, we're just gonna be doing a lot of the solo content. And also unlocking the AI and everything just to get ready for later. That will be probably about a few hours time, 9 p.m, 9:30 p.m. So okay, been a good long while. Okay, let's see. So I think story should be back in solution 9. Wait, I think it's to the YOLO for the AR, I think. Not a very big update, nothing much. It's just the story, some dungeon, a new EX, and that new AR, right? The deep dungeon is not in this patch, it's 7.35 sadly. So we're gonna be just chugging along. The game is dying quite badly. Many people are leaving with the lack of stuff that's happening. There a way to... The UI is really the largest. Sadly, you can't make it higher. There you go. Default size. Size of all UI components. Oh no. What have I done? Okay. I'm not even sure like how to adjust subtitle text size. Kinda wish there was an option to do that. But it is what it is, it's fine. Yeah, well, just roughly. Okay. You know, something that I've been realizing, and I mentioned also when I was playing Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2, every single dialogue is voice acted, as long as it's part of the main game or it's you know, like even random NPCs have dialogue and everything. I'm not sure why Square Enix or FF14 has this lack of narrative dialogues. I'm pretty sure back then ARR, Heaven's Word, and you know, the older expansions, all these cutscenes would have been voice acted. Right? I'm not sure why they're trying to save money, but maybe because they haven't been investing wisely. They have been wasting a lot of money so far. So yeah, we have come to this, right, where it's just text. So. Are these not orcs? Wow, orcs in FF14. Like the ones that attacked my home. To say they're violent be an understatement, and they usually move in large packs. Tav, Nazia always had a hard time holding them off. Is there any chance these brutes are native to your lands? Seems we have our answer. But what is that? A new toy. It's a letter pen in your people's hand, I think. Would you like to take a look? To the Dawn Servant Shaman, the stage has been set for your next challenge task. Do I hereby invite you to return to Juno? Should you refuse, a horde of echoes will be unleashed upon Yuktel. The choice is yours. Man, such a lame thing. Okay. It's just some lame invitation. So this is long-awaited invitation, and I know a snake when I see one, and this one is rotten to the core. What choice do we have but to accept? That bastard, let's get going. The sooner we're back in Juno, the sooner he can reacquainted with my fists. Okay. Oh wait, is there some new hairstyles? Maybe there's some new hairstyles. First things first. At least this is... Hehehe, how good of you to come. It would have been a shame when I forced to set more echoes upon the good people of Tural. The Dawn Servant would have been more displeased to see his dear people come to harm. Enough of this game, Sarijal. We will not able to speech the memories of Vanna deal with these abhorrent echoes any longer. Why are you here exactly? I don't recall requesting your presence here today. Minor setback on my path to greatness, as you all will soon see. Come forth. Wow. Let me introduce you to Kamlonot, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Juno. But do not let his title deceive you, for he is the last of the Zealot from 10,000 years ago. They existed in a time before the 5 races inhabited Vanadil. I know how ridiculous that must sound, but we must have a real problem on our hands this time. Okay. Sounds like an ancient. Your ancients like the Zealot here too. Our worlds are more alike than I thought. Of course, it's copy pasta. If I remember correctly, Kamalut had an older brother. I can't imagine Sarajal would have overlooked such a detail. Older brother? How would you know anything about that? Bitch. Come now, Kamalut. You needn't trouble yourself with the ramblings of dead man. I see you will use these adventurers to take my measure. Well, they're certainly a far cry from the real threat, I'd imagine. Fine, I'll play along with your little scheme for now. And with that, the curtain rises on your second challenge. Sarijal, wait. Before I go, I need to know, am I really just an echo? We've been over this, child, but it seems your heart refuses to accept what your head knows to be true. I pity you, I do. Yeah, let me ease your burden and return you to Electrope. Gah. Baku Jaja. A hero to receive a stone masquerading as a child. My, how the mighty have fallen. Now you whip out your weapons. Okay. With him out of the way, there's one less instruction for you in the coming context. So come, bring on your all to bear, and may I create the perfect vessel, the perfect ruler. I shall await you in a more fitting place for our battle. I do hope you won't keep me waiting. Ooh. You're right. Gosh, this is all my fault. As much as I love to hand Saroja a fat knuckle sandwich, I can't just leave you here like this. I never dare imagine we were made to trade blows with the Archduke. And though I'm loath to do anything that might play into his hands, we can ill afford to let him have his way with the memories of Vanadil. When you're duly prepared, say the word and we'll be off. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. Okay, that's fast. At least we unlocked it pretty quickly. So that's actually very good. Cool. Thanks. Hey, Rufin! Meow. Yes. I'm gonna... I like... Yes! It's very fast to unlock, so... See you later. I'm just gonna be clearing all the main story and everything before the raid later anyway, so... Yo, locked it already? Okay. That's nice. It's I'm struggling to adapt to the game a little bit because I've been playing Guild Wars 2 a lot. So I'm not used to FF control suddenly. But I think it should be fine. I hope. Wait. Why doesn't your highlight work? Wait, that's a poll. No, 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 no. That's not a poll. I don't want a poll. I want a quote. I want a highlight. Yeah, there we go. I'm ready to raise people. Okay. We have to go to material, right? So, okay. Well, I've never been to Oceanic servers before, I think, on my main. Would be interesting. Ugh. Don't need to highlight all those stuff. I guess all these are just a short re-summary of FF11 stuff. In case you want to know, I think. It's a little bit annoying that he has an exclamation mark. I always think that I'm missing out something. Should be fine. Okay, that's the second walk. Okay, so that's Studio. So we main story should be Social 9, I think. Oh. Yep. Let's go down there. Oh, wait. Is there a new... Are there any new gears? Please tell me there's new gears. It's kind of long that we don't have any new gears that we can trade for now. It's quite sad. Yes, I'm ready to. No, it's still the same, sadly. Okay. Is there a way to earn... Oh, yeah, we can now. So we just need to farm the alliance rates 1 and 2. And then we can get the twine and the glaze. Okay. We can finally upgrade to 755. That's always a good thing. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that I kept my old stones, I hope. Wait. Oh no. I've been a very, very lazy boy. I haven't done the coins. Oh well. More reason to do old stuff, I guess. Did you read this tier? I don't remember seeing reading. Nope. I totally quit reading. I've retired. Reading from the previous tier has made me realize that I don't really enjoy reading anymore. So I am now just gonna be doing a very, very casual gameplay. Or sometimes I don't even play the game anymore. I just play Guild Wars 2. I think I'm actually more invested in Guild Wars 2 sadly now. Knowing how Guild Wars 2 is actually very fun and very balanced. So you're a casual boy? Yes. I'm very much casual. I don't even do ultimates and whatever anymore, so I rather play with friends, right? I think FF14 has gotten to a point where it's more of a social MMO for me, which is why sometimes I would just sub for times like this when there's more people coming back. But when there's not many people playing, then I don't really feel like I should also play. So I rather play other games. There's so many nice games this year anyway, so okay, so we're gonna do the old raid and then the new one also, but first I gotta buy some new gears because I think I'm still lacking the gloves and the boots. I might want to get the ring though, so I can upgrade the ring first. You know what, I might get the ring first and then I can upgrade it. I'm so happy that they buffed the machinist. It is time for machinist to shine. Like finally. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the ring. Oh shit, okay, never mind, I need to upgrade it first. Okay, well, let's just do the story first then. This is my last raid tier. Why I like raiding, it's just not worth it no more. Yeah, well, I mean, in honesty, I think I did mention in my previous streams the reason why I love ARR raids and Heaven's Word, you know, Alexander raid and everything. My favorite kinds of raid is very WoW based, where or Fog Tower. Like there's a reason why I want to do Fog Tower at least, and you know, Boscha and all those DR, right? And also the, what was it, BA, right? Because to me, raid should be like a giant fortress that you and your friends are invading, and like there are creeps, there are traps, there are rooms that you need to look out for. It's like an adventure, and then you know you fight the boss in their territory, in their lair, right? Like a Dungeons and Dragons experiment. I don't like arena fighters. I feel like at this point, sure, you know, the devs for FF14 are very good in creating, you know, difficult, challenging fights and everything, but to me now it's just like ever since I also, you know, looked into Guild Wars 2 endgame stuff, I kind of wish that their raid tiers are, you know, actual lore building raids instead of sometimes spin-offs as what we've been having recently, and arena fighters only. I want, you know, more big ass lair dungeons like Fog Tower. So that's why the only content I'm looking forward to on FF14 nowadays is more on the OC. I mean, OC has its tough times now. They are addressing the issues, making it easier, right? Fog Tower is the first one that I'm gonna try progging and clearing, but you know, hopefully OC 2 and 3, if they ever are making those, will be better. And I hope they are, you know, taking the cue from all these experiments that they're doing now to implement or change, make 8.0 a lot better than what it is for now. So yeah, that's FF14 in a nutshell. I can understand why some people, you know, have quit the game out of frustration. I mean, look at Machinists. They haven't exactly been, you know, I don't know, whoever is designing Machinists in this game have no idea how to balance like single targets and AoEs for some reason, right? Summoner feels weird. I don't know. And so on and so forth. Like, they have many things they should address. I was talking to Aaron the other time when I was showcasing Guild Wars 2, and it's quite amazing how Guild Wars 2 feels a lot more balanced, even though it's like, you know, as old as ARR. 2012, right? Yeah, 2012 is older. It's actually older than ARR. After 13 years now, Guild Wars 2 level cap has never increased. Expansions are literally just, you know, you buy to play. There's no subscription, and you get to just experience new content. It's like instead of exploring like WoW and FF14, every expansion is, they are always forced to increase the level for, you know, further the cap and everything. Guild Wars 2 does away with that, so you are forever at level 80 at max level. But for every new expansion, you're always getting just a more lateral wide content spectrum, meaning there's more new dungeons, more new raids, new worlds, new maps, and the classes themselves are always expanding sideways as a spectrum. So if you choose to play a class, or like, let's say I'm playing a Machinist and you also play a Machinist, our Machinist can be elite specialized differently. So even though we are playing the same class, we are actually not really playing the same class. And every new expansion always adds in a new dimension to the class, which is always, you know, fun and welcome. Which is why up to now, Guild Wars 2 has such a wide variety of builds that people are always, you know, trying to make and trying out basically. So, you know, this is something that I always wish Yoshi P and gang can try making the jobs a little bit more versatile, instead of big, you know, being locked into their roles of tank, DPS and healer is a bit too common at this point. But you know, what if a Dark Knight can be a tank, a support and a DPS also? Just think about that, right? We don't follow the Guild Wars 2 logic of really just, you know, opening up like a Diablo kind of ARPG. You know, you can do whatever builds you want. Just think of opening up the class into their, you know, into different roles that you can play. I think that alone already makes a lot of people a little bit more happy or interested, right? For people that love the Dark Knight and they just want to play Dark Knight in the different roles, you can do so, you know, if possible. Not saying all you can, right? I'm pretty sure a machinist cannot tank, but what if a machinist does a healer role? So they actually, you know, summon turrets or sentries or stuff that actually can help, you know. Yeah, I mean, they got, if they have the budget, right? If Square Enix is willing to put in budget into the game, into research and development, I'm pretty sure they can do a lot of amazing things. But they have been very used to the cycle, and that's what's killing the game slowly. It's a bit too long, it's a bit too slow. They have been playing it safe, not much of an innovation, but maybe they're trying a little bit now, right? We are seeing some new small little changes here and there, but hopefully they will carry it out through and even implement it in full, right? Just look at our personal island sanctuary thing. It just died. They tried it, and then, you know, it just done. It just, you know. So yeah, that's what I would say on FF14 for now. Voice acted? Man, surprisingly not voice acted also, right? I'm so spoiled with Guild Wars 2. I'm so sorry. Everything is voice acted in Guild Wars 2. Side dialogues, main dialogues, all the characters have a voice to it. Oh my god, why? Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation, and vehicles suddenly become unresponsive. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Right, no additional reports have been logged as far as I know. That's the good news. The bad news is I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, but they wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons, but if it happens again, I don't know if they'll knock me like before. Yeah, I feel on that. That's why I want to play this game casually too. No more statics and stuff. I just want to play something else and be done with FF. Come join me in Guild Wars 2. I think you'll be pleased. Even the legendaries are legendaries there for a purpose. After 13 years, imagine, okay, if only this game was like Guild Wars 2, right? We would still be farming for our beloved relics from ARR, relics from, you know, Heaven's War or whatever stuff, right? And it is still the best in slot if you can ever use it. Like, that's what a legendary should be, right? And Guild Wars 2 managed to make it work because they have never changed the cap. It is always level 80. And when you get the relic, it is difficult to get a relic. You have to grind your ass for it, which is why when people look at you having a relic, it's like, okay, yeah, mad respect, right? It's as good as you managed to clear an ultimate. You know, you farmed your ass off getting the materials to make the legendary. But the legendary, not only does it look unique, that's the reason why you want it in the first place, like glams, right? But it is so bloody convenient, and it's the best because it's a weapon that you can just switch stats anytime. Can you imagine, like, I mean, in FF now we have some of the relics where we are farming and they ask you to pump stats into the relic, right? And then it's more or less fixed in the stats, really. That's quite dumb because in Guild Wars 2, the relics, you can literally just switch the stats anytime. If you want to be a pure DPS, you can just use DPS stats. If you want to play a dot damage stats, you just switch to a dot damage. You want to be a healer, you can use the same weapon to, you know, use healer stats. It's so versatile. It's so amazing. That's why there's always this incentive for people to really just, you know, collect all the legendaries, or at least the legendaries they like, for their builds and stuff. And to top it off, in Guild Wars 2, every outfit that you get, every die that you unlock, every legendary that you unlock, it is account wide. So every character can use, you are never losing out basically. Okay, you can just make an out and your out can use all the stuff that your main can use also, in terms of dice, outfits, costumes, and legendaries. That's how amazing that is. It's like, I can understand why, even though the game doesn't have subscription, right, people are more than willing to just buy the expansion itself to play like a normal game. And then, you know, if there's a cash shop item that they really like, they can buy it, because ultimately you're buying it not just for one character, but it's for your whole account. So, you know, if one outfit really looks good, you can try on your main, and then you can also try on your outs. And just, you know, it's that, I think it multiplies in terms of the value of every item that you buy over there. So that's, you know, why I realized, like, yeah, well, we shall see what, you know, FF14 has to cook for 8.0. Yeah. The king of resolves authorities about the highest there is, who is this man that can override with such impunity? He's a hacker, of course. Alex, he lived in the age of the storm surge as I did. As you forgot, he was known for his advancements in electrope technology, and it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, like, even this current main story, right, doesn't feel like it's part of Dawn Trail. Like, the theme of Dawn Trail is meant to be tropical piratey treasure island, right? What happened to that? What happened to the holiday? Right? It really just feels like we bought a tickets to a trip to Hawaii or to some, you know, tropical island that we were supposed to enjoy, but now I just want to go home. Like, this is not what I signed up for, you know. Like, why is the story suddenly about this futuristic electrope stuff and everything? I want more pirates, I want more treasure. I want to see more, you know, like tropical stuff. Why am I seeing more of this Solution 9 shit? What happened to our beach episode? Yeah, correct. What happened? So, you know, it's a bit ironic, I would say. There were many people who were like sharing like their own spin-off fan fictions of what Dawn Trail could have been. I'm pretty sure those are a lot better. Especially if they, you know, it's all about discovering the unknown treasures. Yeah. So who knows? The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, that he might continue his efforts into the present day. Preservation's early goal seems noble enough, exploring treatments for living sickness, designing Everkeep's core system, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he was ostensibly trying to help? I do not pretend to fully understand Calix's motivations, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated. That evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. Sounds a little bit like Raiden Shogun from Genshin, huh? Eternal preservation. Electro. I wonder whether they copied from there. We have already seen how he's employed the simulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Eternal life is assured for the 5,000 who are registered as neo-regulators. But this is merely one part of Calix's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he will draw aether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,004. Okay. If we mean to foil Calix's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he is hiding and put him down. Which unfortunately is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of Everkeep, but I've failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time though, and I'm sure I can sniff him out. Okay. Damn, Shale best waifu now. While Gully, Lolja, and Shale are working on that, I think I'm going to take a look around town. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calix. They'll come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time, and I'll be glad to have some brawlers at my back. Count me in. Raha and the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep, so shall we stick to the streets of Solution 9? Okay. I have to speak to the city's administrators. I want our soldiers around to protect who and moving to Tuliolol. Good. They're just trying to remove Woodlamat from the equation as much as possible. Alfino and Elise will be joining me for the meeting, so 3 of us can cover the sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join Maggie's group if you have me. Sure. The more mouths to ask, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers. Thank you. I'm more worried about you, Geo. Don't do anything stupid. Change your tune once we get back with the goods on Calix, then the drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue. Beanie, meanie, meanie, me. Anyway, have you finished the main story already? If not, this would be spoilers, so I think it might be better if you catch later. But thanks for dropping in, Rufine. Sorry I was off in my own little world. Shall we get started? Well, let's go see. Right, it's time we took some action. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death, and so they were for the longest time. Then the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious considerations. Indeed, I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calix views fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. No one, not Calix nor anyone, should dictate how we cope with the spectre of death. As one who had lived at Alexandria, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back into our hands of its citizens. You think we should handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? At least what I've seen has convinced me you can. I awoke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. Well then, we'll best not let you down. I suggest we move as a group, but I don't know if or when a battle might find us, okay? Blah 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 blah. I'm getting tired. Oh, that's a nice grimoire. The Tome of Hackery. Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. What doesn't make sense is why is there electropes on your book? unless you're a fake. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane art, so I lay claim to the small measure of skill. Guess she's a scholar. In that case, it might be better if we split into 2 groups. Okay. Okay. We'll go to the east. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Everybody wants an outfit. The outfit is okay. Oh. Okay. All right. There's shed bubbles now. How do I direct chat? What's direct chat? Huh? Chat bubble. Here we go. Oh, so cute. So many different chat bubbles. God damn. Enable 2 rows large, thank you. Maximum, god damn. Okay, let's go for maximum. Wow. That's huge. Whoa, it is a bit too big, I'm sorry. It's for old people size. Oh shit, okay. I don't want direct chat. Direct chat is not the way to go. Oh boy. Oh my god, the new mount is 24 USD. Oh wow, Square is really just cashing in now, man. They are losing money. 24 USD for the stupid cat mount, are you kidding me? When Guild Wars 2 doesn't sell that obnoxious amount, and they don't even subbed. Holy fuck. 24 USD for a cat mount? God damn. Whoever buys that, man. It's not even a... It's not even nice, man. Holy shit. Rejoin them now, goddamn. We have cars in a city, but you cannot mount. Numbers are still tentative and only appear to that one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. Except to say that anyone who has removed the regulator was a priority target. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like if you don't subscribe and you don't log in for a month, you're gonna lose your house. You're a priority target. Now that I mention it, the person I was shooting for injuries wasn't wearing one either. But why are they being targeted over everyone else? Based only on the lack of a new regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to end this. For those who have no regulator at all, they clearly have rejected the old system using souls to revive themselves. But another way, they have chosen to live their lives and acknowledge that death is an inevitability. The chances that such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. And so Calix has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims. But there was no need to kill anyone. With the way things were, the people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness. You make a good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is in service to another scheme. Something had been done to the victims. I wonder, but what about sanitation worker storage? You saw no bodies. Dust but no bodies? Now where I've heard that before. Do you recall when we when we went to save Erenville for the Centuries? That Usher Malachite told us much the same thing. Alright, I found no body on a pile of dust. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it. Both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious. Remains of dust is too much to ignore. Maybe they just wanna have, you know, baking flour from people. In that case, we should confirm if this substance was present at other sites. Need your help. Lost control over the soldiers in the residential area. Finally, some voice acting.
Are you all right?
What happened here?
The sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything.
I think I turned down the voice a bit too low.
But the man who tried to save me.
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Go to them, quickly!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother! Mother, please!
Isadora! Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
I just realized I'm wearing double shades.
Everything will be all right.
My old glam is under the shade.
Make your mother better.
Thank you, miss. Will she sleep like that forever?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon, I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go, voice. Yod is dead. Maybe he's part of the bad guys all along. Nice hairstyle. Made modifications. If it was that easy, why did you guys do it earlier?
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive! Thank the gods! Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join... That dust.
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells.
Oh man.
Shit. Damn you!
How can you just not maintain your gun properly?
You can't be here! You need to run now! A trap!
Good damn.
Take care of the others, eh?
mean, don't you have any other backup weapons and stuff? It's gonna be just dust now.
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
Nope. It became dust.
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether. But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest? It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty big. Let me just change. Just normal size. I don't want to change hairstyle. Lol. That's cute.
Our dear Geode. The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Goloja. The blame lies with Calix, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy, living our lives? What does he even think life is?
A resource.
I'll never forgive Calix for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him. Wait, where are you going? To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure Nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calix is hiding. But not right now. We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
Oh, Geode.
Spending some time with Shale. fan service. A lot of people like her, so why not? Ooh, auto drive. Goddamn. Okay.
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa.
With Kafkiwa, or Kakwa, Kaikwa.
Will you raise a glass?
It's an F.
Oh! What are the two of you doing here?
Having a date.
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
I suppose I could spare a moment. They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I had recently lost someone close to me. And also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company.
Yeah, you. Hostess.
So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine, that was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier, and learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas, and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
Thus were my parents' and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided. Losing comrades is a hard thing, But being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this, and why I'll stay the course. Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
Okay. Gonna be continuing this later because gotta go get ready for dinner. But first, we want to change hairstyle. I just want to see what the new stuff. Very slow start to the story, focusing on a character that we barely already know. But okay. Oh wait. My guildmates say that there's a new t-shirt we can get from Gold Saucer. Let's get one from there first. Good. The game is really dead, huh? There's not many people around. Surprisingly, knowing that this is new patch day. Oh, close. Oh, here you go. New t-shirts. Oversized. What? Oh. Oh, it can make tight, it can make big, form-fitting. Wow. God damn. Yeah, I guess I'll just buy of each, huh? Colossus guillotine. Interesting. Interesting. Blackjack. Blackjack. Okay. Let's head back. Look at this guy. Yeah, they said there was a new Fanta somewhere, no? Fanta? New Fanta? Don't forget out. Where do we get it though? Free Fanta? New hairstyles. I know this is a weird one. There's no new hairstyles apparently. Okay. Sadly, no new hairstyles. This is Shield's hairstyle, right? I think. Like it. Yeah, I'll go with this classic look. Don't forget to take your free Fanta for your alts too. That's what I'm trying to do now. Free Fanta. Time to be a Lala. Time to be a Lala. Hey. Okay. 3 fans, huh? Okay, I'm gonna be ending the stream for now, but I'll be back later after dinner and everything for the Alliance raid with my friends and everything. So yeah, thanks Rufine for dropping in, and for the rest of you who are playing FF14, I hope you enjoy yourselves. For me, it's very lukewarm. I'm a bit more attuned and spoiled by Guild Wars 2 at the moment, but well, we shall see how the story takes. As of now, it's a very slow start for a story. I'm not sure how they're gonna wrap up, but we shall see. But anyway, I'll see you guys later around 9 p.m. With my friends. So, good night.